Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So let's try to keep the fun going 3 days in a row here. Yesterday, so I did like part two of the series, Retire with $1 Million in a Given Dividend ETF. And I'm trying to keep it going for a third day in a row. Now, the views weren't as great yesterday, but the way they were Saturday was awesome. I mean, if that could be how things could be on this channel every day, that would be amazing. So today, one of the favorite funds, well, not so much the buzz anymore, but historically, one of the probably most popular ETFs that's been discussed on YouTube Finance is the QYLD. So, like I said, I'm going to keep the series going. We're going to discuss all of these funds in this series, uh, all the popular ones. So you can probably take a wild guess, which the next ones are going to be. And you had to know this one was going to be on the list too. So let me start the screen share, and this is going to be very similar to um, the last couple of videos. The funny thing is, I actually started this series back in October. I did one on the JEPQ, and I forgot to share the screen. And this is what absolutely cracks me up about YouTube. So I forgot to share my screen. So it's just me talking. It's just my face, which I mean, I get it. I'm good looking and all of that, but getting 2,000 views to just show my face and not even have any visual aid or any editing or anything cracks me up. When I spend money uh, to put out videos that are fully edited and fully, like I do the voiceover and I pay someone to edit them, and they hardly get any views, but yet a video that I'm just showing my face and talking with no visual aid can get that many views. That's really incredible. So anyway, um, not complaining. I'll take it. But anyway, so here is the spreadsheet. Let's look at. Let's see here. And if I get a live audience, I'm still waiting for the channel's first super chat. We almost had one on my podcast about a week ago, but I'm waiting on my first one. So anytime, I guess. I do have this live stream monetized. Now, okay, so here we go over here to the left, or the right. Right is left. QYLD. So here's how we're looking. And I actually didn't put this together fully because I figured we would do it during the video since we have so much fun here talking and chatting during these videos. So again, like I've said in the last two, if you have $1 million, however you've saved it, working, uh, maybe you inherited it, which actually that's rare. And for those of you that wonder, inheriting a large sum of money, most millionaires are not made from inheriting it. So this would be a very small percentage of people. And you know how the cycle goes: generational wealth, inherit it, pass on to the next generation. Boom, they squander it because they're not taught how to appreciate it or how to handle it. So boom, they squander it. So it's better to earn it. Anyway, in rant there. I'm kind of known to go off on rants on these videos, but I'll try to keep things focused here. Okay, so with the current share price of the QYLD, which really needs no introduction as often as it's been discussed, you would have 60,827 shares. And I need to revise this here because these dividend numbers aren't correct. I used these from a prior video. But since we have so much fun on these, we're going to go ahead and do that now. So if I go over to Yahoo Finance here, and we're going to select QYLD, and then we're going to have to get back into the spreadsheet. Same drill as we've done in the last two videos. Let me see here. Where are my live viewers? Yesterday I had like 9 of you. Today I have 0. That's kind of disappointing. But as long as the majority of you watch, you know, when it's posted, that's always a good thing. I mean, it's a Monday, 11:20 Eastern time, so I figured some of you would be online. I mean, if I can get all the views I got on a Saturday night, this should be even better or about the same. But who knows? Oh, there's 1, but it's still showing 0. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so QYLD, for some reason, why is that showing up? Okay, QYLD, Global X NASDAQ 100 Covered Call ETF. So as of close of market today, it closed at $16.40, up 9 cents or a half a percent. It's up another 4 cents tomorrow. Well, in the after hours trading, not that I can see the future, I'm just looking at it right in front of me here, so to speak. The dividend yield is 12.76%. And by the way, this is a financial calculator. I had to use this for my finance classes in school. I've got the iPhone charging over here, but every now and then I pull this out uh, for old time's sake. Okay, so 12.76% yield year to date. Now, this fund, I'd have to say the buzz is kind of wore off of it because, going back to probably early 2022, the buzz was all around it because this was one of the really first ones that paid this high of a yield. But as far as so at the beginning of this year, $15.86. We were as high as 1702 before the free fall started in February, and looks like so February comes to an end tomorrow. So this is going to be our first month of the year 2023. That's going to be a down month. So unfortunately, our hopes for a bull market this year are kind of put back on the shelf temporarily. Hopefully, only temporarily. So if we go back a year, again, you can see here in March of last year, we were at like $21 a share. And this fund has actually been around. This is one of the older ones. It's been around almost 10 years, $25.42. So you can see the concern here over time. It's dropped over the last 10 years. I mean, it's lost almost $10 a share. And I'm not sure how this has a PE ratio because it's not like a publicly traded company. But now let's look at historical data, dividends. Now, because this one goes back almost 10 years, we have a very robust sample size of data to analyze, unlike the JEPQ and some of the others. So let's go to dividends only. We're going to go maximum. Let's see here. How are we? Oh, another one of you showed up. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I want to discuss all of these, but I have to stick to just this one for this video. But you know what? There's so many of these, I'll never run out of stuff to talk about. Being that I can only talk about dividends because that's the only thing that will get views on this channel. Um, the good thing is there's such a big number of these ETFs that I'll never run out of ETFs to talk about. So not to worry, we'll get to those in future videos. So with that being said, now look here. Okay, we're going to go all the way back to 2013. So you know what I might do for my example? So February 21st, this one just paid 16 or almost 17 cents, which is where it's typically been. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste all of these into my spreadsheet, which is going to take a little bit of time here, but that's okay. Most of you watch these all the way through, so if this goes 20 minutes, that's fine. I'm sure you won't mind. Plus, my watch time won't mind either. Ulterior motive. No, really, I enjoy doing these. The good news is if I can keep pace with where I was the last 2 days, I can meet the 4,000 hours watch time, which I was starting to get a little concerned about. And the channel actually made like a 100-day record. I think I made $5 in a day. So who retire early, right? Not quite, but I'll take it. The funny thing is, what is going on here? The funny thing is, if we get these super chats going, uh, those can dwarf the ad revenue. So let's see. I would think one of my hardcore fans on here, eventually would do that. But it'll be cool if it happens. But I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, back to the spreadsheet here. Back to our untitled spreadsheet. Okay. and it's going to go here. I got to come back up over here. I know this thing's moving a little slow. Okay, so we're going to go over here to column K, paste. Now, I'm not going to manually add all of these together. I'm just going to probably take the last 2 years or so. So, and this is going to kind of be a slow way to do it. I'm first going to take a year, the last year or so. So we had this one. I know I should come more prepared, but it is what it is. 165, 163, 165. These stay about the same. 181. Like I say, what I find funny is that this kind of stuff gets more views than the fully edited stuff, because they say with the average attention spans the way they're going, you have to have fancy graphics and stuff on the screen to hold audiences' attention. But obviously that's not true. So because like I say, the proof is in the pudding. These videos get the most views, at least for me. Okay, 0.179 or 205. So last April, how are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, one more. I was close. So the juicy dividends were last February, March, and April, right before Putin invaded Ukraine. So I blame Putin. That's Putin's fault that they dropped. I'm just kidding. But that's kind of what our government may say. See, did I lose anybody? Oh, I gained another viewer. Let's see here. Oh, that's good. Good for you. How high? Tell us how much are you making off dividends here? There's a way, once I get 2 screens going, I'll show the comments and stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, JEPI and JEPQ, those are 2 top-notch ones. I mean, like I said, I would put, if I had a spare $1 million, I'd put it in JEPQ, because those dividends, talk about, paying dividends, literally. See, I have some spare money sitting here, but not quite $1 million. Just a couple hundred sitting here. Anyway, okay, back to this. So, wow, of the 3 we've covered so far, QYLD has only paid like $2.12 in the last year. That's not too good. So let's see here. We're going to do this one times, this is going to be the worst one of the 3, but still 128,000. Let's see here. Just keep the same formulas going. Oh, I have it. Now, wait a minute. Why is that different? G12. This is cell G12. And then, oh, that's weird. Look at this. So I've got 2 different numbers here. How the heck is that happening? G12 times H12, both these are referencing the same cell. Wait a second, it might be a rounding. Let's see here. I bet there's more decimal points here. See, only a finance nerd like me would catch this. Ah, see, that must be what it is. So if I was to add the 1 here, see, look at that. That's the difference that a rounding error can make. Anyway, we don't need that one. We'll just go off of this one. So there you have it. $2.12. 129,000 a year, which I'd take that. I mean, that's a phenomenal income. I mean, that's it's like double the median U.S. income, if you believe that stat. That's more than double the median income in the United States. So, like I say, if you save up that much money, put it all into this, boom, this is going to be like 10,000 per month. 10,751.17 to be exact. Now, one of our favorite parts of this video, let's take the peak, which was actually, look at this. We won't see these days again, but December 30th, 2021, we had a 50-cent dividend from the QYLD. But I think those days are over. If we go all the way back when it first started, the dividends were higher because the fund price was higher. I'm not going to go into the whole, technical aspect of the covered calls and all that, because some of you disagree with me, but I'm pretty much set on my beliefs on that. By the way, speaking of call options, I got out of Nvidia today. So that video I did, which hardly any of you watched, I had some Nvidia Leap options going all the way back to last. When did I buy them? Oh, I did a presentation for my last MBA class in July, which is actually it's on YouTube. It's on my second channel, which I don't promote that much, but it is there. Um, and because Pelosi and the Congress, they were all buying up, they were scooping up Nvidia options because they were passing that chips bill. I said, hey, do what the rich do. If you want to get rich, do what the rich do. So I got Leap options in Nvidia, and well, let's just say they paid off pretty good. I sold out of them all today, and it was about probably a 70 or 80% gain. So it would be nice if that happened every day, and I would cover more options, but and really you could probably make a lot more money in options, but I have to stick to what my audience wants to watch, which is dividends. So after that, rant there. Okay. January 22nd, 2014 was the first dividend that this ever paid out for 25 cents. I didn't want to go back that far, but I just kind of wanted to look and see, like I was saying, because the fund used to trade at almost $10 a share higher than what it's at now. Okay, so we're going to take the low point and then the high point. So say 17 cents. We'll just round up 17 cents and then 21 cents. So it's a pretty tight range that this is paid out in. So what we're going to do here, instead of 32 and 35 cents, which were our other ones, we're going to say 17 cents and then 21 cents. Look at that. So if it was 17 cents, 17, G12, number of shares, and then 21 cents. So you could have worst case scenario based on this data, $10,000 a month, which is quite awesome. Take that in a heartbeat. Best case scenario, $12,773.67 to be exact. So if we start with that, that would be in a 31-day month, which February is not. February is only 28 days, unless it's a leap year and it's 29 days, which it isn't this year. This would be $400 a day. $400 a day. That's awesome. 10,340.59 divided by 31, $333 a day. Just proving I can use a calculator, right? The financial coach can use a financial calculator. One day the iPhone will have, if it doesn't already, it'll have all this functionality on here. But that's what they make you get in finance class. So let's see. With that being said, now what do we have here? E16. Oh, times 12, right? So this is what you would have with $1 million invested. You could be paying yourself 124,000 up to 153,000 per year. Now, if you were to do the drip program, what did we say it pays out? Let's see how we're doing here. Chase. How do we get onto Chase? Oh, well, I mean the JP Morgan funds. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, Chase is probably the safest bank there is. Jamie Dimon, he has what they call the fortress balance sheet. So, I mean, if you look at how they're structured, I mean, they would never go bankrupt. I mean, JP Morgan pretty much is the Federal Reserve. And that's another rabbit hole you can go down, study the whole founding of the Federal Reserve and all that. Mr. JP, John Pierpont Morgan, was instrumental in that. So that's another interesting thing, rabbit hole to go down. How are we doing here? 11:35 on a roll. Okay. So, and see, that's the thing. Yeah, Chase can be safe, but who knows? Who knows what the ETFs are going to do? But I agree. Of the banks, Chase is probably one of the safer ones. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah. So 153,000. Oh, now what I want to show. So Yahoo is telling us, well, wait, we can just do the math ourselves, right? 212 divided by, what did we say it was trading at here? 1640. That's 12.92%. So is Yahoo lying to us, or are they telling us the truth? Let's see, or let me see. They're understating it slightly. They have it at 12.76%. We're really at a 12.92% payout. So let's see here. So Yeah, Andre, if you're still watching, see how easy this can be? People watch this. I'm just talking dividends and these get hundreds of views. I mean, it's great. So just talk dividends. You get a good audience, or at least it's working for me. Anyway, okay, so watch this. $1 million times 1.1292 compound interest. So year one, and watch this. So then the way this compounds, if you're going to do your 12.92% payout, all of a sudden you went up from your 129,000, just compounding the interest. Watch this. You went up $16,000 in free money. So if you can hold off on a couple of years, if you can hold off on touching this, then you're going to be looking pretty good. Because look at this. Year two, now watch this minus this. You get the idea. This is basically the basics of compound interest, although that didn't work because I did something wrong. I need to do this times 1.1292. Let me see something here. Minus this. Why am I coming out with the same number? Hmm. 0. Come on, Google spreadsheets. Okay. All right, let's see. Started with a million. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Because I did it over here. See, I got ahead of myself. Okay, 1.1292. And then year three, here we go. After a while, it will actually remember the formula. See, because we did this here already. So see, whoa, hold on. This minus this, I just need to do this here. How did we, oh, typo. 1.12. I wasn't going to put out a video today, but I did. Okay, so see how this works. So you started out with 129. F18 minus 1. Okay. But see, every year you're getting like free money. And a lot of us like free money, stimulus checks and whatnot. Like this is the way to get free money, instead of waiting on like a check to come in. Being a little controversial, but to me, this is the way to get free money because look at this with compounding your interest, just sitting on it. And hopefully, like I say, those of you that follow this channel, you're very astute financial people. You've got other things you're doing aside from this. So, this $1 million you have socked away to do this is just one prong of your strategy. So, you're going to have other money socked away. You might even be drawing Social Security. So you could sit on this for a couple years, let it grow even more. That's the idea. So see here, this column here, column H, stands for free money. Because look at this, you're getting this much more money, and by year three, you've gone up almost 50% if you can just sit on this longer. So then your payout has gone up in 3 years from 129,200 to 164,000, $35,000 in extra money. How awesome is that? So what's this here? Oh, Credit Suisse. I covered that a few months ago. Oh, I lost one of you, but I got 5. The live viewers are starting to pick up here in the last few videos. So, okay, let that sink in. That's the idea with the QYLD. That's pretty much all I'm going to discuss today. If you like that, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, and if you didn't like that for whatever reason, which that's a small minority of you, because I typically get the last video, I got like 40 likes, maybe 2 or 3 dislikes. But if you didn't, also like, comment, and well, I guess in that case, dislike. But you know what? Like or dislike, it's good engagement for the algorithm. So yeah, we're gonna discuss that one. This OARK and TSLY. We're gonna discuss those next. I'm taking notes on all these. I'm just gonna keep covering these, because like I say, these do well. But anyway, for anyone that didn't like this, also subscribe because there's something on this channel for everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care. Have a good evening.